Scorpio, Scorpio rising, and of course all of you Scorpio moon people out there. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting February 17th, 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or of course you may open the down bar beneath this video and follow the links there. So what's going on when it comes to your astrology over the course of this coming week? Well, on Thursday, we've actually got Jupiter, the planet of luck, abundance, expansion, good fortune, as well as knowledge, in your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, and your peer group, forming a gorgeous sextile to Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, fantasy, as well as spirituality and creativity and inspiration, in your fifth house of love, romance, your relationships with your children, and creative expression, Pisces. Now, with Jupiter making this sextile, we're actually seeing an opportunity to actually have a part of our social life, whether it's our peer group that we work with for a certain reason, a certain special interest, or maybe just our friendship circles in general, or a crowd or a group that we are a part of, actually give a considerable boost to either a relationship or maybe some kind of big project that you're currently working on. See, with Neptune and Pisces, this could go into also the relationship direction of romance, or with, again, a parent-child relationship. But this boost is actually a gift. It's a boon coming from the third house. So we talk about maybe a member of a group that you're in, a hookup, a connection, some kind of link that really helps to maybe fulfill some kind of major dream, major goal or fantasy that you wish you could experience as it relates to something you'd like to share with one of your children, an existing partner, or maybe somebody new if you're available, or something that you would like to see realized about a deeply personal creative aspiration. With the third house being the one active here, you can count on a highly capable third-party person, a friend, a collaborator, or somebody that you're already in a close-knit alliance with of some kind to help front the bill, or maybe just provide you with a freebie that helps launch this dream or this goal or this aspiration into being for you. And this does look like an energy that will continue as a conversation between Thursday and Saturday. Remember, Jupiter and Neptune don't move super quick, so just pay attention to what's going to transpire there and remember to participate. On Friday, we've actually got Mars, the planet of action, passion, energy, as well as conflict, but in the interest of knocking down walls and barriers, in that third house as well, forming a gorgeous trine aspect to Uranus, which is currently in your seventh house of partnerships, your closest one-on-one relationships. That's your boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, your husband, wife, and your roommate. Any and all the people you spend your closest one-on-one time with. And with Mars forming a supportive trine to Uranus, it does look like there is some kind of breakthrough in the way where we actually break down a wall between a fulfilling social life and a fulfilling partnership, whether it's a working partnership or a romantic partnership. Now, Mars in the third house is showing up as, again, a third-party person. Somebody stepping into your field, somebody stepping into your space to help assist you with a matter that is going to help revolutionize, update, and upgrade something that you've got going on in an existing partnership. This could, yes, absolutely be somebody stepping forward as somebody who wishes to kind of help you in a matter that you care very deeply about as it relates to a partnership, help elevate or bring some liquidity to an existing working partnership, or join you as a business partner. Or when it comes to relationships, somebody who's helping you and a partner transcend some kind of boundary or some kind of limitation that has been difficult for either of you to surmount, even just as the two of you. It's a wonderful energy and a wonderful aspect to see pop up. So, before I move on to the cards, I do want to let all of you know that finally, the video about oversouls and oversoul groups will be coming out very soon. Most likely within 24 hours of me posting this horoscope video. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be on the main channel page. You can always just click on my avatar beneath this video or open up the links below and find a link to the Deep Topics playlist. But it's going to be talking all about oversoul groups, which of course extends into kindred spirits, soul families, soul mates, and twin flames. This is not going to be bite-sized. Just a fair warning. I want to make sure that we kind of start working on expanding into this territory more deeply, because 2020 is all about oversoul groups coming together and connecting with one another. But a lot of the co-opted, highly commercialized, highly diluted, twin flamey soulmatey stuff of the 20 teens has gotta go so people can be ready for it, and I'm gonna do my part. So, what is going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual themes, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And this can indicate a need to see where there's some kind of power imbalance going on in your life, as in possibly running your life, or maybe your family, or your partnership, as it is, as though it were under the thumb of another person or another influence in your guys' lives. That's what's really kind of standing out with this Queen of Wands in reverse. What could be going on there? See, with the Queen of Wands reversed often shows up as where we are feeling muscled in or pushed or forced into doing things we don't want to do. As an archetype, the Queen of Wands reversed is a bully, and somebody who tends to maybe pressurize us to think about doing things we wouldn't normally do except under duress. Sometimes this can also shape how we maybe run our professional lives. Maybe it's superficial pressure. Maybe it's pressure to think about things that are, again, not really even applicable to your work or your experience. But with the Queen of Wands reversed, we have a chance this week to step back and go like, look, is this really me? Is this really something I'm supposed to do? We're at the transition of an era anyway, so it's a perfect time to start thinking about where am I living and acting in accordance with another person's wishes or another person's pressure and propaganda, right? The yuppie 80s theme of the 20 teens is over. And the 2020s, well, we're stepping into a place that's a little bit more organic and a lot less plastic. There is no reason, there wasn't a reason in the 20 teens either, but there's no reason now to even consider the Queen of Wands reversed as a valid reason to live any other way than authentic. Find out what kind of programming or pressure, social or even in the past, is running at work right now in yourself, in your family, in your relationships, and knock that out. Because with the Queen of Wands reversed, following that, we've got the influx of the Strength card reversed. Her influence, it might not be a her, by the way, but her influence as a card is ultimately starting to wane and starting to show how impractical or unfeasible or impossible or just unreasonable it really is. Because with the Strength card reversed, this is a week where a lot of you Scorpio people are going to need to pay attention to what is coming down for a good reason. What needs to be cleared or dissolved because it's no longer healthy. Is it something that we're operating with in the way that we treat ourselves? Is it something that's going on with our work ethic? Is it something that we are maybe forcing ourselves to do even though we know it's not good for us? Is it something that maybe as a family or as a partnership we are forcing ourselves to do that is actually doing more harm than good? The influx of the Strength card reversed is ultimately saying you need to release anything that you're doing because somebody told you it was a good idea. And if you're working with old data or you're, again, maybe cowing to some kind of external pressure, even peer pressure, in a lot of cases the Queen of Wands reverse can show up as peer pressure, let that crap go. Because what's leaving, the outflux, what's going away, is the Ace of Swords reversed. And the Ace of Swords reversed is a good thing to see go away, because we're seeing misapplications of power and missed opportunities going out the window, or maybe the tendency to miss good opportunities going out the window. Because with the Ace of Swords reversed disappearing, that also means that a sword that was taken from you is being actually taken from the person or the influence that had it in the first place, or kept it from you. Something new and fresh is coming in. Power is not able to be lorded over you at this point in time, whether it's social pressure, financial pressure, or what have you. And so a lot of you Scorpio people have a chance to enjoy a little bit of freedom here. Relinquishing the weights that you bear for other people, even if for a long time they may have had you brainwashed or hurt, believing that this was actually in the best interest of all concerned, or it would pay off. We're seeing the pudding, and therefore the proof, this week. Time for you to step back, realize that they were effing wrong, and take some time back to reevaluate, but also at the same time reform, and readjust, update, and upgrade, without the Queen of Wands reversed this time. Now let's move on to the mundane concerns. As we get to the bottom row here, we've got the King of Swords in reverse, and this week when it comes to your material wealth, the King of Swords reverse can show up where we have to see where something is not paying off in either something that we are implementing or something that we're holding on to. In a lot of cases with the King of Swords in reverse, we often see this coming from somebody who is making a lot of promises they're not able to keep or make good on. Now this may be something that you have to take a step back with, as it relates to your money, or maybe as it relates to your professional loyalties and obligations. The King of Swords reversed in a lot of cases is often pretending to be better for a job or better for a role than he really is. And in a lot of cases with the King of Swords reversed, we uncover a truth about what a person is really doing with what we are giving to them or what we are sharing with them. You may be uncovering a controversy at the office this week, or maybe with even a client or a customer, and no, you don't want to let the King of Swords reversed get away. Getting away with it does not mean he's going to learn his lesson. In a lot of cases with the King of Swords reversed, there's a chance for immediate correction because we are catching the crime and the culprit at the same time. Don't look the other way, because you're going to get a chance to emerge from this, possibly even a bit of a hero. When it comes to the external, when it comes to your friends, as well as your relatives, we've got the Six of Cups upright. A lot of you Scorpio people out there are getting a chance to have a lot of sweet reunions. And even if they're not even reunions with people familiar, you're getting a chance to start reviving connections and relationships and dynamics in your social life that you have sorely missed. Even if we don't necessarily get the exact same friend or relative back in our lives that provided that in the first place, you kind of get a model of that archetype. And, again, kind of going into the oversoul discussion, there are all kinds of people and all kinds of archetypes that we have sort of agreements with as part of that bigger collective. We have brothers and sisters out there that are not related to us by blood. And with the Six of Cups upright, we even get to start almost living a childhood we never got to have with that brethren and with that sistren this week. There may be people coming into your space to help you have those adventures, to help you go on those excursions. It's a really sweet feel, because with the Six of Cups upright, there's also something, kind of a piece of you being given back to you through this experience, and you them. Moving on to relationships, when it comes to love and romance, well, we've got the Three of Cups in reverse. And it does look like there is some kind of social life to do going on with the Three of Cups reversed, where it feels a little bit like either you or a partner or maybe somebody new, if you're available, is not necessarily having an easy time with your social circle, or maybe you're not having an easy time with their social circle. The Three of Cups reversed is actually giving me an impression it has to do with their social circle, because I'm actually feeling like your partner, or again, if you're available, somebody new, is really just about to torch their friend list and be not friendless, but in a sense, they're not really jiving with their crew anymore. Now, what I find interesting about this is I'm getting a feeling like this is actually really good for them for the most part. I don't think it's going to be scorched earth and just an endless, indiscriminate swath of destruction. I'm sure a few people will survive. But with the Three of Cups reversed, this is indicating that a partner is waking up to where they have not necessarily maybe had some of the best judgment when it comes to picking their friends and allies. Be prepared to help be supportive of them and, help them find the right people for them. Help them find their social support system as well, because everyone needs that platonic crew, as we all know. We all need that. And it does look like this week, possibly with that Jupiter sextile to Neptune, that help is coming. Maybe it's a wonderful opportunity for you and a partner to start a new chapter in your relationship, or a new type of relationship, again, if it's a new person, because of how they change around better influences. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, y'all know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com.